Please welcome Rio Bauer!
I know what you're all thinking right away. You're thinking, oh, look at the size of her, like, she's so fat. Like, I know I've gained weight. I used to be 7 pounds. The only reason I am doing this tonight is hopefully someday I will be famous enough that someone will write erotic fan fiction about me and Steve Buscemi. You know the way people are always like, well, they're like, ghost stories, like fucking with people. Like, they're always, like, they're just such dicks. You know, you always hear people talking about that. Like, well, why do they never do anything good? Like, why do you never hear about a ghost, like, helping someone? So I was thinking, like, if I was a ghost, and I lived, like, with a girl that was pregnant, and her water broke, and there was no one to take her to the hospital, I would be like, well, like, I'll take you to the hospital. So I would take her to the hospital and she'd be like, oh my god, like, a ghost has never done this before. And I'd be like, that is a negative stereotype that hurts all of us. So then I'd take her to the hospital and the nurse would be like, oh, you got here really slow, like, it's too late to get an epidural. She'd be like, oh, I need the epidural, I need the epidural. So I'd be like, well, I'm a ghost and I'm not bound by human law, so I will go and get you the epidural. So I would go and get the epidural, and I don't currently know how to give an epidural, but I will learn before I die and this situation happens. So I would give her the epidural, and the nurse would come in and be like, how did you get this epidural? And she would be like, the ghost gave it to me. And she'd be like, well, that is stupid, a ghost doesn't help anyone. And she'd be like, well, just you wait and see. And then she would be like so thankful that, like, a ghost helped her with her baby, that she would call her baby ghost. And then her husband would come back and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't make it for, like, the birth. And she'd be like, shut up, the ghost stopped. And that's just something I was thinking about if I was a ghost. Like, a lot of people say to me, like, I get this a lot, like, oh, you're a woman and you get up and talk about, like, ghosts and you don't talk about periods or anything. And I'm like, when did I ever say I was a woman? Like, I am single at the minute because guys aren't really into projectile vagina. And I have this really weird fetish. Like, I'm really into guys who cross-dress. Like, just seeing a guy in, like, a full burqa, there's just nothing sexier than that. You know the way people are always like, oh, if I could be an animal, I would be a wolf. Well, that is the fucking stupidest thing that I've ever heard in my life. If you were a wolf and you went into McDonald's, you're not getting served. People will call the police. They would be like, there's a wolf in here, like, order at McDonald's, like, go away. But if you were like a small rodent, like a squirrel, or like a penguin or something, people would just be like, oh, like, it's just going about its business. And I will serve this penguin his Big Mac meal. So it just makes me think, like, if, like, people wanted to be a wolf, you must really hate yourself, because you're just denying yourself of a good life. And there's this weird perception that, like, birds can use their, like, wings as fingers. Like, in Bambi, the owl is like, oh, come see, the deer's been born. But you have to remember, if you were going to be an animal, that's feather, that's not bone. That does not function as a hand. It's like that. The wing, it comes out like this, but there's no fingers there. But movies keep making it like you know, just if someone ever said to you, like, what animal would you be, just keep that in mind. Like, please don't look like an idiot. Like, sharks get such a bad rep as well. Like, they may have killed 118 people last year, but we don't know how many people they kissed. I know I was told tonight that I wasn't allowed to like sell any of my products, but I just think I'm not going to win, so I'm just going to take the chance to sell you my new book. On the cover, it's a drawing of Manny from Ice Age cutting himself. It has Ray Romano, his voice actor, saying, "Oh, mammoth, stop cutting yourself." The book is called "The Prostitutes Won't Ever Be Enough." I will be honest, most of the book is Ice Age fan art. But there is some words of wisdom written in it. I'll now read you a small section. I wasn't religious until I saw Shrek 2. Never meditated in a taxidermist. We are all equal in George Michael's eyes. Those pubic hairs resting on your hotel bed sheets are not pubic hairs, they are the eyelashes of Sigourney Weaver. A machete is actually a weapon, it is not just for cutting steaks. If you would like to order this book, it is hand illustrated, so please give me several days in advance if you want it for like a birthday or something. If it's your like kid's birthday and you'd like a nice gift. I would just like to ask before I go, if I don't win, do I still get to meet Soulja Boy? No? Okay, that was my set.
Rio Bauer.